My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Star Wars Black Series Target exclusive 3-pack, and our main focus today is going to be on Sergeant Jyn Erso on planet Jehda? Jehda? I don't know how to pronounce that. Maybe we'll learn in the later movie. But anyway, the movie's not out yet, and we're having a look at these figures. This set, it does include the Imperial Death Trooper and Captain Cassian Andor, and of course, Jyn Erso. This is actually a reissue of her single card release. These two are different from their single card releases, and we'll show that when I actually get these guys out of packaging. But for now, let's just continue our read-up on Jyn Erso. And her read-up says, a highly skilled soldier in the Rebel Alliance, Jyn Erso is an impetuous, defiant warrior eager to bring the battle to the Empire. Jyn has little patience for debate within Alliance High Command, enough so that she takes matters into her own hands. So really looking forward to the set as well as the movie. But anyway, what we're going to do now is take a little break, get all three of these guys out of the packaging, and then we'll continue our look at Sergeant Jyn Erso. So stay tuned, everyone. And here we have Jyn Erso posing out of the packaging. Before we get on to the figure, let's actually show off the accessories she comes with. She does come with this headdress, if I can get this up and over her hair, or over her head. It is a soft plastic, but it isn't as soft as I would like it. If it was a little softer, it'd be easier to take off. But then you'd also run the risk of it tearing. And you can see it is nicely detailed. There's a lot of folds in it. It's just cast in this gray plastic. I don't think it has a wash or anything, so she does come with this headdress as well as her little handgun, or her little blaster. Nice detail. It is painted silver with the, I don't know if it might be cast in silver and painted black, I don't know. And I really don't want to run the risk of finding out, but eventually down the road I will. And just like with her single card release, her blaster does fit inside her holster, and it does have a little tab that you can slide that in. And now it's nice and secure, but I really don't think it needed this extra strap because it's actually quite secure as it is, and you can see I'm not putting too much force in it, but it does take a decent amount of force to actually pop that out. So like I said, maybe the strap isn't all necessary. But moving on to Jyn here, if you have her single card release, and by single card I mean just her alone, it's the exact same figure, and I do not have her single card figure yet, and I'm actually more than likely going to pass on that figure, but I do have the Kmart Jyn Erso. And here we have the two figures that we can compare, and actually I was going to say that they might have the same head sculpt, but they actually don't. And let me actually zoom in on the heads so you can see this a little better. The hair is completely different on both of them. I thought that the hair was just retooled, but no, it's actually a completely new head sculpt for them. The paint is obviously different. You can see her eyes are actually smaller than hers, and honestly I think this one has a much better likeness to the actress than this one. But they do share some same parts. They have the same hand, of course, and the dogs are barking, and then they have the same torsos. By torsos I mean under her overlay it's the exact same as under her jacket, so you're not really missing out. And then they have the exact same lower torso. And then we get to the point of objection on mine, and let me actually see if you guys can't see this. Her ankle isn't actually attached to her leg properly, and no, it's not a matter of heating it up and moving it and popping it back in. It's actually a defect in the mold, which if the camera will focus here, you can actually see where the mold was supposed to be cut versus where they actually cut it. And when that happened, it actually forced this joint off to the side a little. Now, I actually went through 3 of these sets, and every single one of them was like this. So I don't know if the Jins that come in the 3-pack are like rejected single card models or what. All of them had this problem, so it might be universal, or I just got a really bad bunch of Jins with this, but I didn't get this for Jin. I actually got it for the Death Trooper and subsequently Cassian Andor. So that's a little unfortunate with that. Be on the lookout for that ankle, because it's a common issue then that does support my theory that maybe these are just cast-offs that couldn't cut it for single. And her hips do feel a little loose on mine. Like, I'm not really using much force, and her hips are actually quite loose, so maybe there is some support, some evidence to support that this is like rejected single card models. Yeah, because a lot of her joints here don't really seem as secure as I'd like them to be, so maybe I'm onto something with this being a rejected single card model. But anyway, until I get more confirmation on that, let's move on to her articulation. She does have a ball hinge neck, so that hinge actually gives her nice up and down movement. And then she can turn left and right. She has some really slight head bobble, which it's really minuscule, so you're not going to get much out of that. Arms on a ball joint go all the way out. They do go vertical and beyond. She is single jointed in the elbow. On this wrist, we do have a vertical hinge, which moves her wrist up and down, as well as spins it. And then on this one, we do have a horizontal hinge, which hinges it in and out, as well as a swivel. She has a nice upper ball joint here in the torso. You can see she has a lot of nice movement there. Hips go forward, back, and out. She spins at the thigh. Double jointed in the knee, and that doesn't feel safe at all on mine, but she does have a double joint in the knee, and I'm probably not going to be moving that knee anymore. No, this one also feels a little wobbly, so I don't know, maybe my suspicions are right, but she does have a boot. She has a boot swivel, hinge in the ankle, and rocker ankle, so that's pretty good. Everything you'd expect from the Black Series. So that's Jin for you, so what I'm going to do now is get a pose for my final thoughts, then we'll wrap up her review, so sit tight everyone. And here we have Jin pose for my final thoughts, along with the other 2 figures from this 3-pack, and overall, I honestly feel like she is the weakest out of the set. Honestly, in my humble opinion, and this is just King of Dragons talking, they could have completely omitted Jin from this set and just had a 2-pack with Captain Cassian and the Death Trooper, but I don't know what Hasbro was thinking. They gave us Jin again, single card, the Kmart exclusive, and now this one. Honestly, you don't need that many Jins, and they kind of did the same thing with Rey with the original release, the reissue, the Kmart one, and then the reissue with the lightsaber, so I don't know, if they're going to do that with Jin, I might as well just hold off on getting the single release until like they make the definitive version with all her accessories. But yeah, I just can't see her being the main selling point of the figure of this set. Even if you're a Jin fan, I don't think she's going to sell this set to you. It's mainly going to be Captain Cassian here and his friend the Death Trooper. But overall, I really do recommend this set if you're a Star Wars fan. It does come with a really nice Death Trooper and a really good Cassian figure. Jin is the only point of contention to this entire set, so that's just my opinion. And if you're looking for this set, it is exclusive to Target, and Target is the only place you're going to find this Death Trooper and Captain Cassian here. Overall, a must-buy set for a Star Wars fan. Even though you're getting another Jin figure, I think it's worth it with just these 2. Could have been a 2-pack, but I don't know. With that being said, I'm KingofDragons 5000 saying don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews, all my other Star Wars review, as well as Cassian here and the Death Troopers reviews, which should be up at about the same time her review is. So with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone.
My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.